Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life on this Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Courtney. How are ya?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm great. It's also Taco Tuesday. This is perfectly planned during this crazy time, and I hope everybody gets out and celebrates and gets some good takeout today.
And we have some ideas, too, because a lot of people are celebrating at home. Maybe you're not going out to your favorite restaurant. Do not worry. Hey, fun fact, this is actually a full-sized sombrero on my head right now, Courtney. But just to give the viewers at home perspective, this is how massive my head is, right?
You have a giant melon.
This is just the normal size hat, I'm telling you. Fits quite nicely.
I know, it's so pretty. Ironically, that's weird. Look.
Oh,
got
are you serious?
One.
You just happen to have the same one?
Yeah.
We didn't even plan this, folks. That's actually kind of a cute, it's kind of a cute hat. Wow, your head is very large.
Fits right over the top knot.
As well. Well, May 5th is an easy day to remember.
Large melon.
Very large melon, but that's okay. Don't they say, you know, bigger brains, bigger head means bigger brains, except in our cases, of course. So I know yesterday we had some margaritas mixed up on the show, and we tried to have a special guest, Robert, who's the head of Titanium Tequila, join us. We had some technical problems, but do not worry. We recorded that segment, and we're going to run it today. So if you need your margarita fix for home or your ranch water fix for home, then, you know, we got you covered. But the good news is, if you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo at home, you don't have to worry about, you know, like getting a ride, right? You can just stay home and drink. You don't have to like hit the road.
Yeah, head out on the driveway or the patio, sit outside, good weather, you know, wave to your neighbors across the street. You don't have to go anywhere. And one of the recipes that Robert's going to share is the Skinny Rita. And he does this with like a splash of OJ, which is really cool. But all you need is that titanium tequila, fresh limes, a little splash of OJ, but he mixes it right up, really good. Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about this. Remember the hate mail that I got yesterday, so, you know.
I know. People are very concerned.
We'll save that for What's Your Problem Wednesday.
You're such a bad example, Courtney, you and your cocktails. Hey, so my mom and I were chatting on the phone this morning, and usually we talk after the show. So I'll call my mom on the way home and we'll chat about the day, whatever. Usually in the morning, my brain is just so overloaded getting ready for the show. I have problems digesting things, but she wanted to be sure I knew and you knew and our viewers knew about the story that happened out of Utah. Speaking of drunk driving, so there was this car headed down I-15, and I-15 goes from Salt Lake down to Vegas and then over to California. And anyway, people called because there was what appeared to be a drunk driver on the road. This car was weaving between lanes and only going about 30 miles per hour on the freeway. Well, so the cops pulled this car over, and what did they find inside?
Okay.
Just a 5-year-old child.
They found a little boy, 5-year-old.
Yes. And he told them that he was driving to California to buy a Lambo. So he was just out in the family car. And I guess he had to stand up in order to see, like right on the edge of the seat. This is, it just blows my mind.
Oh my word. Listen, all the kids like the Lambos these days. I know AJ wants one, you know, just a mere, you know, what is it, 250,000 or something like that. And all the YouTubers, these like crazy 21-year-old YouTubers, they're all driving their Lambos. One of the really popular ones, Derek, actually lives in Utah. But this kid, he was going to go buy that Lambo. You know how much money he had in his pocket? $3.
Is that what he, oh, the $3.
I don't know.
That was to buy the Lamborghini?
He's going to need some gas and some more money.
Oh, man. Yes. I mean, I'm glad we can laugh about this story, too, because this could have been, I'm glad everybody's okay. Very badly. Everyone was safe, right? And the police say that where they found him, he was about a 5-minute drive from his home. But it's so interesting. They say that he was supposed to be watched or have been being watched by his siblings, right? And the parents were not around. There's so many people who are like, you should, you know, charge the parents and all of this. So many parents right now are just trying to get by with the homeschooling and the child care and still bringing in an income right now. It's always so fascinating to me how quick people are to make assumptions when we really don't know all the facts. But my goodness, I think about how old my nieces are, my youngest niece. I mean, I can't even imagine. Can you imagine AJ or Connor at 5 years old driving your car and being found on like the 610 loop by the Galleria?
Yeah, I mean, just to get to, whether it's 5 minutes, 5 miles, 10, whatever, but just to like get out of the driveway and understand sort of how to operate that car. Now, granted, people called because they thought it was an impaired driver, right? But just to like actually get the car moving and going, I mean, you know, the kid was practically standing up trying to reach the pedals and hold onto the steering wheel. So it's crazy to me that he was able to operate it, right? Just in those 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. Glad, thankful nobody was hurt and okay. But the story in the minds of children, right? Like, I got $3. I got a car. Let's go to Cali. Let's get a Lambo.
Can you imagine? I remember...
I mean, sounds good to me.
I told a story once on the show about the only time in my life I had ever been grounded, and I was grounded for a month because at 13, I was about to turn 14, I took my mom's Toyota Camry. She had been out for the evening doing something else, and I decided to take it for a spin around the block. And folks, I do not recommend this. Obviously, I mean, even 16 years old, in my opinion, sorry teenagers out there who watch the show,
right?
There's sometimes when I just think 16 is even too young, right? Like, shouldn't people at least be legal age, like 18 or maybe even 21 before they're on the road? Because plenty of 50-year-olds are not mature enough to conduct themselves appropriately behind the wheel, right? I mean, there was just that driver yesterday going like 100 miles an hour who killed an innocent man. So I think, I don't know, maybe a little driver's ed for all of us could be a nice thing to revisit during this extra time at home.
Right, and I feel like, you know, when we were learning to drive, or like our parents were learning to drive, right? There were less distractions. I'm not saying people and drivers didn't get distracted, but there's cell phones, there's AirPods, there's, you know, all these other things happening within our car that, you know, you drive by people all the time and they're texting on their phone and doing all that nonsense, right? So the distraction level, and then, I mean, I think, I told this story before, the day I got my driver's license at 16, who gets pulled over?
I mean,
I did.
Maybe that was just bad luck?
I know. No, I just was being silly. Driving too fast.
Oh, man.
It wasn't bad luck. It was me being silly. You know, but I'm just saying, at 16, you know, you think you're invincible, right? Like, I got this. My parents don't know. I got it.
I know.
And then you don't got it. You know?
No, you don't got it. And I certainly deserved to be grounded. I mean, that was like... That definitely helped. What I had done, it just helped it sink in. I even remember, like, in 6th grade wanting to, like, back the car out of the driveway, and we still had this massive Pontiac Bonneville.
That was a big deal, right?
Which was the size of the boat. And the house we lived in at the time had this long driveway, and I drove off the driveway, like, into the grass. It was not a good experience. And even then, at 6th grade, at 12, it just still boggles my mind that this 5-year-old was able to successfully leave home, get on the freeway. Again, we're glad everyone's safe.
I know.
This is a story I'm going to be watching. And, you know, if you're a parent of a 5-year-old out there, just hide the keys. Do what it takes. Prevent that from happening. Keys.
Don't let them know what a Lambo is.
Yeah. So also, big news. We've heard about the flyover that's happening from Ellington on Friday, right? But a lot of folks, there was some confusion this morning because people heard about Wednesday's flyover. Well, folks, the good news is there are 2 flyovers. So tomorrow's flyover, the Blue Angels flight, I think it originates up in the Woodlands and then heads toward downtown at 12:30. It's all in honor of the frontline COVID-19 responders. And there on your screen right now is a little map of the path, and you can see, I know it's sort of like a light gray, but the area where it intersects, just north of that little circle, that's like the bullseye over downtown.
Yes, this is going to be so awesome. And I know I posted that on my Instagram page, my Facebook page. Click to Houston, it's there, Houston Life, everything. So you can go and find out like the best places to go and view this as it's making its their way around. So it'll be so awesome. And what a great tribute to our frontline workers who are working tirelessly, haven't been able, you know, and just what they've been giving this entire time during this pandemic. And And what a great way to say thank you. What a great way to say we're so proud of you. And I love the hashtag American Strong, because that is so true. And there's really no better tribute, right? The Blue Angels, what an incredible, incredible tribute. I'm hoping that we can see it as it crosses north going into the city right before our show tomorrow. So hopefully we'll certainly be able to hear it. I'm just hoping we'll be able to see it.
Yeah, just watch closely because it'll go by quickly. And as long as we're on the subject of our first responders and the folks on the front lines of COVID-19, I think one of the simplest ways we can all show our respect to them is by simply just following the guidelines to wear a mask for the next 30 days. And yesterday I did another one of those little Target runs where I didn't go into the store. I ordered on the app and then pulled up into the parking lot, and they just put it in your trunk. There was no human contact at all. And I was amazed as I was driving to Target, once I got there in the parking lot, once I left, there were so many people out and about, like not even, I don't know, seeming to care or be aware of what's happening right now. And remember, the numbers in our state and in and around the Houston area, they're only going up, right? So I know that things are slowly starting to open back up in our state, despite the fact that Washington has said you need 14 days of declining numbers before opening. States are doing what they will. But again, I think that in order to protect the people who are on the front lines, let's not get infected ourselves and end up in those hospitals. Let's do everything we can to ensure that these numbers start going down instead of continuing to go up. And simply wearing a mask, again, how big of a sacrifice is that? The more people wearing masks and adhering to this request and this law, the sooner we'll get through this.
Absolutely, and it's quite honestly become kind of a fashion statement for people, right? I mean, so many of these masks are being made, as we're going to hear a little bit later today from a great fashion designer. But, you know, it's funny, Derek, I was talking to my dad last night, who we know, I shared, he turned 90 in November, and he's in Chicago, and he was, you know, he's been in his condo this entire time. He's going a little stir crazy. This is golf season for him, and even though it was like 44 degrees in Chicago yesterday, but he said, you know, he went over to the grocery store, and he said there in Chicago, in his little neighborhood, it's just like western suburbs, but he said it was about 80 to 90% of the people were wearing masks. And he said, you know, my dad, he's 90, he's in great health, thank God. And just like my mom and your mom, Derek, these are people that are in the high-risk category. My mother-in-law has lung issues. And so anybody, you know, just wear the mask, protect yourself. It's really not that big of a deal. And if you have to go in a store, you're protecting everybody else around you. Stay in that bubble. Go ahead and, you know, visit these places that are open, or don't, you know, stay home, curbside like you do. I've done it multiple times, and it's smart. It's smart to go ahead, and we've got to combat this. I also heard another statement today from an ER doctor in Washington, and he said, you know, yes, we do have beds available. We do have ventilators available. It doesn't mean we need to use them.
Right, and we don't want to use them.
So keep that in mind. Let's remember our frontline workers. These are people that probably haven't seen their families and children in weeks, months, right? Like, let's just acknowledge that we need to get through this. We need to get past it. It's been a crazy 2020, and the only way that we can do it is just abiding by the guidelines, you know? Put a mask on, take it off, wash it, do it again.
Yeah, for sure. And it's been said 100 times. You just said it for the 101st time, Courtney, that when you're wearing that mask, you're protecting other people, right? Because so many people can be COVID carriers and be asymptomatic or have very mild symptoms. So when you're going out in public without a mask, it sort of sends the message like, I'm either not aware or I just don't care to protect other people in case, you know, heaven forbid you are a carrier. So anyway, on that note, we should also point out that today is National Teacher Appreciation Day, and we've been asking you on our Facebook page all morning to share your teacher shout-outs with us. And I know, Courtney, you have teachers that made a difference in your life. I still have teachers I stay in touch with. And I also can actually think back to some pretty mean, awful teachers I had as well. But we're going to focus on the good things today. And please keep those photos and those stories coming.
Catholic school.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've heard they're quite strict, right? Specific dress code and all that, huh?
Little strict.
Well,
for sure. But I'm with you. The teachers that I had throughout the years, there's a special place in my heart for so many of them. And in today's world, I certainly didn't appreciate them enough. And with the homeschooling and just trying to manage all of that and keeping our kids engaged. Teachers, we love you. We miss you. Our kids miss you. And we can't thank you enough for everything that you're doing. We know it's difficult to do the distant learning day in, day out. It's something y'all had to learn to do and to keep us organized and all of that. We love you. We appreciate you. And I hope you can hear that loud and clear today.
Oh, that is so sweet, Courtney. A lot of our friends are teachers as well. Jonathan and Kevin, if you're watching, Adrian, we see you. And I know that it's been a huge shift for teachers as well as students and parents who have become sort of, you know, bridging that gap, or caregivers who have bridged that gap between learning in the classroom and learning at home. Well, as you mentioned, Courtney, today we're going to chat about fashion for a great cause. And you remember Alan Gonzalez, Houstonian designer.
Yeah.
He represented Houston very well during last season of Bravo's Project Runway, putting a little designer twist on face coverings. And what's great, Courtney, is when we had Alan on the show a few months ago, remember all of his models were wearing masks. Well, little did he know that 2020 would become the year of the mask. He dropped some off for us as well, so we'll be sporting our Alan's original masks. And we're going to learn about how he is using the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds from the sale of these masks right now. They are going to support Meal on Wheels, which is such a fantastic cause.
It truly is. I'm so excited, and I'm, again, shining a spotlight on a great Houstonian. Also, of course, today is Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. And, of course, I know y'all are probably planning to celebrate at home, and you're thinking, what can I do different? Well, look no further. Our friend Tangi Patton, she is here sharing her top 3 takeout menus for Cinco de Mayo here in Houston. We're going to have a preview of their festive specials and maybe a margarita to talk about too.
Oh my goodness. My mouth is watering after seeing all of this food on the screen right now. I'm so hungry. Well, speaking of Cinco de Mayo, whether you are making margaritas at home today or dining out, we've got a tequila for you to try, as we mentioned at the top of today's show. It's called Titanium Tequila, and it's based right here in Houston. After the break, where you can find it, plus that recipe for the skinny margarita and ranch water you don't want to miss. That's next.
Well, if you're looking for the perfect tequila to complement your Cinco de Mayo cocktails, don't worry, we've got you covered.
We sure do. Joining us now is the president and owner of Houston's own Titanium Tequila, Robert Tiarina. Robert, it's great to see you, and congrats again on the success. I know local business that is now sold in many states. And today, for Cinco de Mayo, you're mixing up a skinny margarita, I understand?
I sure am. Thank you, guys. Great to be on your show. I am. I'm going to make up a quick, very simple recipe that you can do at home with our wonderful Titanium Tequila. And it's very simple. I know everybody has their certain mixes or certain ingredients, but this is what we call a Titanium Skinny Margarita.
Okay, very nice. So you're using the Tequila Blanco here. I know last time you were in studio with Courtney and me, you did a whole tasting, and we sampled all the different kinds. So this one specifically, you used the Blanco Tequila.
Correct. You can use the Blanco. You can use a Reposado. You could use any of them, but these two are probably the most reserved for that margaritas.
And I think what the great thing is about the skinny, that it cuts down the sugar and that you really focus on, you know, the fine ingredients, of course, the Titanium Tequila, and then using fresh ingredients, right?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of places you go and you get a frozen margarita or certain mixes, and they're extremely high calorie. So nothing better than to drink something that is somewhat good for you on the healthier side, right? Low calorie. Makes sense?
Yeah, and why don't you start mixing it up? Tell us what you've got in there. A little bit of, you're using agave nectar, right, as the sweetener along with the tequila and lime?
Yes, I do have some agave nectar. Yes, and I have lime. So start out, you know, you can either mix it or stir it or put a shaker. So I usually use a shaker. We put 2 ounces of Titanium Tequila. Okay, that may be like 2.5.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing the Courtney and the Derek pour.
The heavy pour, you know we love
generous. That's right. And then we're going to add 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces of fresh lime juice. And of course, you could make up your own amounts. We put a general recipe that we use, but people can modify it. We put about 1 ounce of orange juice, fresh orange juice. And then we take a little bit of the agave syrup. And again, it's depending on how sweet you want it. Some people like it sweeter than others. Okay. And we basically just do a quick little shake. And then you can pour it in your favorite glass. Here we have a nice margarita glass. And then garnish with the lime. A little squeeze and put in, and cheers. It's ready to go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's all grab ours, Derek. You grab yours. Cheers. What I think is so
That's
great,
right.
too,
Cheers.
Robert, is cheers to you, because Titanium Tequila was a local startup that really has grown to become a national brand, a national name.
Yes. Yes, we worked real hard here in Texas, and now we've grown a lot with our big distributor, Republic Beverage. You can find us in a lot of liquor stores, restaurants, but we always ask people to please ask for it by name. We're not in every store. We're not in every restaurant. We're not in every bar, but the more people ask for it, the more, those places bring us in.
Yeah, that's really great. We love spotlighting local businesses. And last time you were here with us in studio, Robert, you explained to us the process of essentially selecting the agave, hand selecting it, and then it's roasted and fermented before being distilled a couple times?
Yeah, so we use a Highlands agave, which you have Highlands and Lowlands. Highlands is a little smaller, a little sweeter. Now, when you talk about an agave plant, it's, a lot of people can compare it to like an aloe vera, but a big, giant aloe vera. It takes 7 to 10 years to grow. So we are pesticide free. They basically take this, they call it a piña, like a pineapple, after about 7 years. They chop it up, they grind it, and then it gets cooked, slow roasted, 24 hours. And that makes almost a syrup, almost like the agave type syrup. Then it goes into fermentation tanks. We have a certain recipe that we use for our yeast that gives it a certain profile that we worked very hard to get, and we call it a very smooth, all our marks here are very smooth for kind of a U.S. palate. We've won many big awards from that, but it's a lot of process, and it's very detailed, and it's almost like an artwork.
Wow, it's incredible.
It really is, and that really credits the smooth flavor that you worked very hard to achieve that.
We did, because our master distiller, and a lot of them in Mexico, have a certain profile. They like to make tequila for the average palate, which they like it, not the average palate, more the people in Mexico like it a little stronger. The U.S. drinker is a little different. We don't drink tequila as much as they do for different meals, but we like a very smooth tequila where you don't have that real harsh burn. And of course, 100% agave, which makes it even better, smoother and healthier for you.
And something, Robert, that a lot of people are...
It's also really great for ranch water.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and I was about to do that too.
We're all on the same page here. So ranch water, I didn't even realize what ranch water was until moving to Texas. But break it all down for us, Robert, for those who have not heard of it.
Yeah, it's a very simple drink that does not require much. It was, I'm not sure who but came up with that recipe years ago, but it's obviously, I guess, a rancher. But on that is really simple. You just take your whatever glass you want to use. You take your ice, put it in there. A couple of slices of lime here, 2 or 3, depending on how much lime. Let's go ahead and do 3. Makes it even better. Again, 2 ounces, or the Derek and Courtney pour, which is 2.5.
Fill it up.
Right. And then we have Topo Chico, which always makes it really good. So really, you just add it. You can make it as strong as you want or as weak as you want. You can give it a little stir, and it is ready to go. You can also garnish with the orange. We have strawberries we can put in. You could use pineapple, any fruit you want. You can add, just fruiting it up a little bit, make it a little more refreshing. But it also comes out very, very smooth.
That looks so delicious. That drink will put hair on your chest, by the way. That is it.
Yes, and it's very low calorie as well.
Strong enough for you, Robert? How's it taste?
Yes, that's perfect.
Good.
Perfect. Actually, I'm going to do another sip.
Well, cheers, Robert, and cheers, Courtney.
Thank you.
Until next time, until we can actually have you
cheers, y'all,
back in our studio, Robert Tiarina. It's great to see you, and thanks for the little lesson on the ranch water and also mixing up the margarita there.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. The Skinny Rita. Thank you, Robert. Visit their website at
you.
titaniumtequila.com to learn more.
And we will be right back. Welcome back. It is time for our Tip Tuesday, our new money-saving series from 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Houston. If you or a family member suffer from allergies, asthma, or want to remove pet dander from the air, 1 Hour recommends the MERV 13 Media Air Cleaner for your home. It works with your current HVAC system to keep your indoor air cleaner by permanently trapping things like pet dander, bacteria, dust, pollen, and mold. So if you'd like to learn more about it, you can contact the 1 Hour team today at 855-1HOUR or online at onehourhoustonac.com. And in the meantime, Miss Courtney Zavala at home, a lot of viewers have written in wanting to know more about your outfit.
Oh, my Cinco de Mayo. So actually it looks like a top, but it's a dress. And it's from a local company called Margarita Mercantile, and she's offering a Cinco de Mayo deal. So look her up on her website or Instagram, and I basically customized it. I wanted different sleeves that she had, and she crochets it and does it all.
What?
And it's fabulous, and I love it's a local company too.
That's so cool. Oh, what a great name too, Margarita Mercantile. That is so fantastic, Courtney. Nice and nice custom. I don't really have anything custom, but maybe one day I can get one of those as well. Hey, let's chat about.
Yes, you do. You have custom suits.
Oh, I do have those Indochino suits, which are a great deal, by the way. If you need a new suit,
yes, those are fabulous.
Let's talk about your artwork that you have behind you, because every day the young people in your life have been updating you with this great artwork.
That's right, and today we are shining the spotlight on Charlie, and she's a 3rd grader, and she did this artwork. I like it. It's kind of like garden inspired, and I didn't even realize that it had the blue accents, which kind of goes with my outfit today. I didn't even realize that until Katie, our executive producer, kind of brought that to my attention. So thank you, Charlie. I love the flowers and sort of the garden aspect of this, and she's a cute, sweet girl, 3rd grader, and just killing it with homeschooling and, of course, her artwork today. So thank you so much for that.
Charlie. It looks fantastic. Well, speaking of art, a reminder about this week's KPRC Channel 2 art assignment for the kids. We want to see what you love most about Houston by creating a picture. Is it a sports team or a museum? You could even use our Houston Life logo, like so many kids have been doing there for Courtney's daily artwork she's had in her home studio. But you've got to hurry. Today is the last day to submit those art assignments on our website, HoustonLife.tv, and we will be featuring some of the artists of the week right here on Houston Life. And next on the show, Cinco de Mayo to go. Tangi Patton recommends 3 to-go menus to help you celebrate at home.
Definitely going to order one of these today. But first, happy National Teacher Appreciation Day. And here are some of the amazing shout outs we are getting on social media. Check it out. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You know, as we all stay a bit closer to home, Cinco de Mayo will be celebrated in many backyards and even driveways and kitchens this year.
And some bathrooms and some attics. Who knows? Wherever you're going to celebrate, I trust it will be great. So our friend and Good Taste TV's Tangi Patton has compiled 3 of her top to-go menus to help us bring the party into our homes. And yes, of course, don't worry, they do include margaritas.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tangi Patton, and welcome to my kitchen, a place we're all spending a lot of time now, our kitchens. Well, I'm here to encourage you to order out. There are so many awesome restaurants doing incredible menus all over town, and Cinco de Mayo, what better time to celebrate? So I wanted to show you some of my favorite to-go menus for Cinco de Mayo. Here we go. First up, Hugo's in Montrose. I love Hugo's any time of year, but it screams celebration for Cinco de Mayo. And wait till you see the menu items they've got. A chile relleno de pollo, poblano stuffed with chicken, cheese, and topped with a creamy, rich pumpkin seed sauce that looks so good. Next, carnitas, tender, slow-cooked pork, salsa mexicana, pico de gallo, cilantro, onion, and of course, lots of tortillas. And did you spy that tres leches cake in the background? Yep, that's dessert, tres leches cake. It doesn't get any better. Now, speaking of getting better, wait till you see the margaritas and drinks to go. Hugo's is doing a sangria kit, complete with a bottle of wine, aged Mexican brandy, fresh lime juice, also doing a spicy Don Julio margarita kit, and a Hugo margarita kit. Now, granted, you're shaking these things at home. Probably isn't as good as the famous hand-shaken margaritas at Hugo, but hey, give it a try. It's Cinco de Mayo. Okay, up next, Ambriza's. Ambriza's Social Mexican Kitchen, always a good choice. They have 2 locations, one in Vintage Park and the other in Town Lake in Cypress. They're giving out fun little Cinco de Mayo goodies as well, so check them out on Instagram and their social media. They've got some fun promos going right now. But here's what's on tap for Cinco de Mayo. Mexican street corn. Look at that, with garlic aioli, crumbled queso fresco, and chili lime salt. Also, pastor tacos, 3 corn tortilla pastor-style tacos topped with grilled pineapple, cilantro, and their signature tomatillo salsa. And yes, they have dessert, arroz con leche, creamy rice pudding mixed with raisins and topped with cinnamon and walnuts. Always good stuff, Ambriza's Social Mexican Kitchen. All right, let's head over to Ninfa's, the original Ninfa's. Love this place, love the chef, such a fantastic guy. Check out this menu. If you look closely, you'll spy that famous green sauce. Yes, you can get it to go with plenty of tortilla chips. It is just delicious. And check out those chili rellenos. One stuffed with jack cheese and one stuffed with ground beef, topped with ranchera sauce. So good. What got my attention, the beef and chicken combo fajitas. Take a look at that. You can add Tampico shrimp or bacon-wrapped shrimp for an upcharge. Marinated and wood-grilled skirt steak and chicken breast on a bed of grilled onions with sour cream, pico de gallo, guacamole, fresh tortillas, and beans and rice. And check it out. You're not going to leave empty-handed without a margarita when you go to Ninfa's. They have Ninfarita kits. So it's the complete margarita kit, everything you need right there in one place. They serve them in different sizes. So everyone, get out, order out. The restaurants I just told you about are fantastic, and you probably have favorites too. Every little bit helps. Take out to give back. And hey, cheers to Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you, Tangi. Gosh, I got to tell you what, I am starving, and all 3 of those, those are all great plans. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or dinner, dinner, dinner.
Oh, I'll take them all. And that cocktail at the end, Tangi is the best. All of her recommendations, by the way, are posted on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. And still ahead on Houston Life Fashion for a good cause, how a local designer is using his design talents to help seniors in need. We'll have that right after this.
Well, you're watching video from the last time Houston designer Alan Gonzalez was in our studio. He stopped by in January to show us his latest collection. And at the time, he had no idea, none of us did, that face masks would be one of the most sought-after items of 2020.
Oh, yeah. He is now making those masks with a new purpose. Alan joins us now by Zoom to share details on these special designs. Alan, it is so great to see you. And my goodness, this is almost like a strange coincidence that you had already been incorporating masks into your looks, and now you are using that to help raise money for a cause. So tell us how this all started a few weeks ago with your mom.
Definitely. I had no idea that we were going to be in this position so quickly. As you saw, I mean, it's moved so fast. I moved to New York. As you know, last time I was here, I told you that big news. I started working there, and I flew back immediately to be with family during this pandemic because I couldn't be away. And so my mother and I began making masks at home and selling them online and giving 100% of the proceeds to Meals on Wheels. It started with just her and I making about, 100, and the numbers grew. We did 200 and then 300, and now we've grown and we're making about 2,000 masks a week. So we've been able to bring in a whole team to help out Allentude and get those masks out there for people.
What is so great, Alan, of course, I mean, you are a Houstonian, a graduate of HSPVA and HCC's fashion program. But what is so wonderful during this time when people are out of work, have been furloughed, you were able to hire more people last week to help with this cause.
I was. I have to say that I feel blessed, and I thank the Lord that he gave me that opportunity, because we've been able to hire on 5 workers that are, coming in every week. We're doing everything that we can to stay 6 feet apart and stay sanitized And I'm back where it's all started. I'm here thanks to Silver Street at Sawyer Yards, which is this artist conglomerate of group. I'm able to have the space to keep us all safe and keep everyone safe that's getting all of these masks.
And Alan, I know the first round sold out in just hours, so people wanted to get their hands on these. They're $15 each, and I understand some of them are limited edition. Courtney and I, we each have a couple different options, but I gotta show you the one that I really love for Cinco de Mayo. Little chips and salsa action going on. So people are doing something, they get a great mask, right? But at the same time, they're also able to help get meals to our seniors in need.
Yes, we are selling out so fast. I currently have 3 designs that are online at allentude.com. You can see here, these are the 3 new designs that are on there, and they're only gonna be there until we sell out. But we are putting out new designs every once in a while, so I would say follow us on social media at Allentude, and that way you can keep up when we drop new ones, because they are. Everyone wants to help out. Everyone wants to stay stylish and safe, you know? This pandemic, if all goes well, will go away, but fashion will always stay. So I say, make it fashion.
Cool.
Absolutely. It's part of everybody's look right now. And I think that's what makes it more fun and maybe more desirable for people to wear when they are out, to be able to put their mask on, talk about where they got it, tell them that this is, you know, a local designer. What's so wonderful right now, Alan, you have raised more than $4,000 for your cause right now. That is unbelievable.
We have. I think as, you know, a small little company that's trying to make it and growing every day, I cannot keep up. It is crazy the hours that we are putting in, but I feel really thankful for the support as we continue. I mean, we're continuously growing, the numbers are going to grow, and I'm just excited that that was the talent that I was able to share, and that's how I can help the community right now. Meals on Wheels is giving meals to elderly that can't leave their house, and especially during this pandemic, that's what we want. We want everyone staying home, staying safe.
It's so great. It's awesome to see you giving back, Alan. I've been wearing my mask the last couple minutes. I have to say, it is a well-designed mask because it fits. You know, some masks are big and clunky. This is like very ergonomic. And Meals on Wheels, too. These are seniors over the age of 60, the Houston area and the Galveston area. And for many of these folks, they are homebound. So Meals on Wheels is truly a life-saving service because a meal is one of the most basic needs that we all have and many of us take for granted.
Definitely. I'm so happy that you love the mask. Thank you so much. We designed it out of comfort. You'll notice that the ear loops are not elastic. They're actually, we make them here. They're out of fabric, so they're super comfortable. I designed it knowing that sometimes it's going to be long wear. You know, sometimes you got to go places and have it on for a long time. So they are. That's been our #1 review. Super comfortable.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Alan. We love that you put your attention to the detail, the sustainability, and of course, attitude, right? Allentude. I love it. Thank you so much. And by the way, to connect, yeah, I love it. Check out our Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
Yeah, comfortable, stylish,
so
and giving back. Alan, it's great to see you, and it's still amazing. Last week, you delivered 15,000 masks to medical personnel as well. So thanks for your efforts, Alan. We'll see you back in studio very soon. And coming up next on Houston Life, we are going into the kitchen of one of Houston's most popular empanada restaurants. Reporter Lauren Kelly will show us how this traditional dish is made at the original MARINI'S Empanada House. That's coming up after the break.
Welcome back. In 1971, Marcelo and Pelusa Marini opened MARINI'S Empanada House between Westheimer and Montrose. It's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, and they have such a great story, a lot of ups and downs. And now, all these years later, they are still one of the most popular empanada restaurants in town.
MARINI'S Empanada House. We're in the West Chase area, and they've got 90 empanadas or even more on their menu. And we're going to go inside and take a look at what they've got and how to make some.
Every day is a creation, innovation, creativity, honesty, and integrity in our business.
It's a business that's been a Houston staple since 1971.
This is me and my wife sitting by the fireplace.
Marcelo Marini and his family moved from Argentina to Houston in the late 60s. Marcelo was a journalist looking for work in broadcast TV. He found it becoming a host and anchor for Spanish language television. Marcelo's wife, Pelusa, started making empanadas and cookies out of their home for friends, and eventually they opened their restaurant, Marini's Empanadas, on Westheimer.
We became so popular in those years that everybody wanted to come to eat empanada no matter what.
Can we take a look in the kitchen, and can you show me how to make a true empanada?
Of course, follow me.
Okay, let's go.
Yes,
let's go. Now comes the ultimate test. Marcelo, first of all, tell us what is in an empanada. What is it?
Empanada is anything and pan, in between bread.
Let me make it official here.
All right.
And do a little bit of this.
Watch it very close.
Okay, here we go.
So nice.
Does it look good?
Very good.
Now I'm official. Their dough is made fresh every day. The fillings are both savory and sweet and include meat, veggie, and dessert options. First up, the Tia Maria. Spicy beef, serrano, and poblano peppers, tomatoes, onions, and spices.
Hold it like this.
Okay.
And come back again. Very strong.
Okay.
1,
Strong.
2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to give you one more.
That is beautiful. I had to give it a shot. So I need to make a cup with my hand.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And then you're going to use beef gaucho.
The beef gaucho. Okay.
All right.
About
yes,
this?
Good, good,
okay,
good.
okay.
Very
okay.
nice. Hard-boiled
A little bit of
eggs.
the hard-boiled egg. And then jalapeno. Olives.
Olives. Press. 9, 10. All right.
11, 12, 13, 14.
All right.
I did it. Yay. That looks good. I'm so happy.
Oh, look at it, chica. First timer.
Next, they're deep fried for 3 minutes. That's mine. That's mine. I made that. Okay, so Marcelo is not the only one in charge of this place here. You've got another half. Pelusa, your wife, is in charge of the bakery side. Yes.
The pastries, we call the queen of the pastries.
Well, look at this. I would say that she is the queen.
Yeah, we make it. We have different types of alfajor.
This is a traditional Argentinian dessert.
pastry. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This is a walnut alfajor.
It's like a wafer. It tastes like a very thin, it melts in your mouth wafer.
Yes.
And what are you putting in the middle?
Dulce de leche.
Okay.
And then we dip it in chocolate.
Oh, yes, you do.
And you can see we make one by one.
One at a time. You know what's going to happen here. Now it comes down to the final test. So if you stop into Marini's, one of your very special sauces is this right here.
The chimichurri
sauce.
Yes.
So tell us what's in it.
The chimichurri sauce is very natural. They have sweet basil, parsley, fresh garlic, and olive oil.
So it's not spicy if you're worried about it being.
Yes,
Okay, I'm going to put it in this one.
Oh, yes.
Try. Oh my God. That's excellent. This is a full meal.
I eat it too every day.
Marcel, thank you again so much.
Thank you very much.
This has been excellent. I promise not to talk with my mouth full anymore, but you guys have to come down here. So good, you'll want to go back again and again.
It is a Houston favorite for sure. We do want to point out, obviously, that interview was recorded pre-COVID-19, and as the state slowly reopens, Marini's has reopened its doors for customers to dine inside.
Yeah, I was hungry at the top of the show. Now I'm really hungry after watching that piece. They are limiting the number of guests allowed inside the restaurant, of course. They're also making sure each table is spaced 6 feet apart and are sanitizing regularly. And they told us they are, of course, looking forward to seeing their customers again, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and they're smiling faces for sure. Okay, guys, we're going to be right back with more Houston Life. But first, here are some of the teacher shout-outs we're getting on social media. Teachers, we appreciate you today and every day.
Tomorrow in Houston Life, we're going to feature a very cool kid journalist. Meet the 11-year-old soccer player from Humble who, while in quarantine, decided he wanted to learn more about the sport by interviewing professional soccer players. This is so great. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. There's Brian Ching right there. Also, guys, listen to this. Free curbside dog treats. Tea for Two, a small cafe in Northwest Houston. Notice that a lot of curbside customers were bringing in their four-legged friends. Well, so they started baking and giving free treats to pups. How they're showing this appreciation to dog moms for Mother's Day. I love that, except my little Oscar dog, well, he gets car sick. We're going to have to figure out a plan to get him in the car and go to get some treats.
Well, hopefully one day he'll get past
He hasn't
that.
thrown up in my car, only Orlando's.
Well, there you go. Oh my gosh, knock on wood. Hey, here is your Tuesday reminder that Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. For all you folks out there wanting to make plans, do yourself a favor and think about it now, because it is right around the corner. Right, Courtney?
Right around the corner. You got to shower mom. And thanks, special shout out to all the teachers today, and thanks for joining us.